So on one level of understanding, you, the idea you have of yourself, the I, the me, the persona, the name, the age, the date of birth, the likes, the dislikes, the temperament, that all is an illusion. It is a dance in the play of life. The story of you, your past and your future, those memories that you hold, the idea of being an identifiable individual in time and space that is aging, that was born and will die one day, is illusionary. It is a dance of Maya. It is a play. And you're an actor within that play, watching your own life unfold, watching yourself, not realizing that you are an actor reading a script that has been fed to you from birth. And sometimes that veil of illusion drops and one sees with clarity for the first time. And what one sees is indescribable. It's easy to say what you do not see. You do not see the illusionary story of yourself. The story of you disappears. And then you're not an individual sitting on a chair in the woods looking out at nature. You are part of that unfolding, indescribable beauty. Your name, age, likes, dislikes, relationships to other people all drop. And you see with a clarity, for the first time in your life, a clarity that exposes the illusion of yourself. And once that's exposed, there's no going back. There's no going back to the old story, the old scripts, the old fears and insecurities. It is liberation, it is freedom. But it's not something that you have. It's not something that you take pride in and can sit and wallow in the immensity of that feeling. It's not something that you take on board that adds to you a higher sense of consciousness or a higher sense of being, because the thing that it would have added to you is no longer there. So it can't be added to, but then it could never have been added to it initially, because it's seen that that is illusionary, and there's no point adding to something that doesn't exist. The illusion is a dance of play, a play of light and colours and sound, and can be exciting and enjoyable, and it can be depressing and awful, just as a movie that plays out can replicate those situations for the central character. But when you realise that that central character is not real, then the movie drops away and you actually open your eyes to what is. It doesn't add to you, it takes from you. that is the main theme in my book, No Path to Enlightenment, to strip away all your layers, strip you away. The layers of the onion are peeled until it's realised that there is no substance, there is no egoic-centred individual, there is no self-centredness because there is no self. And then, of course, without a self, you are then free to be, and that is an experience that doesn't happen for a person. It is just being in its purest sense. There's nobody left to have the experience, and that is liberating, that is freedom. And then you can be in the world as you are meant to be in the world, at one with what is, in accepting the way life unfolds in front of you, because that is the only way it can unfold. There is no free will or decisions to be made in that world, because free will and decisions require an individual who believes that they are making choices and decisions and has free will. When that individual is seen as illusionary, then the pressure to make decisions and act within the restraints of that egoic identity fall away. And then you're as free as the nature within which you find yourself, whether that is the middle of a forest or whether that is in the middle of an office. It doesn't matter. The freedom is there because you are not there. The freedom exists because you have disappeared. You are an illusion. The sense of self is illusionary. This is the hardcore message of the book No Path to Enlightenment. It's trying to shake you free of an illusion. And then when that drops, there are no words really for what unfolds thereafter. Just a pure life and its freedom and its potential to unfold and to be what it should and necessarily is, which does not have a name and is not something we can describe. We can point to it. I've tried pointing to it through analogies, metaphors and parables, but it is not a thing. The empty mind is no thing, is nothing, and that is your default nature. That is the starting point from which this illusion unfolds. And so we go back to that starting point. We go back to the idea of being at one with what is in the flow of life.